Scanning, synchronizing, stabilizing. Engaged.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is an awesome Thursday morning, and I am so happy to be alive. You know, life is a gift. It's not a supposed to be. So anytime that you get a chance to wake up in the morning, you get yourself started. You can get up out of your own bed. No one has to help you. You can wash your own face. No one has to creep into your ear and tell you what to say. That is a phenomenal feeling. And many of us never allow ourselves to be thankful for that, but be thankful because there's so many people that, number one, didn't wake up this morning. Number two, they also in a place, there's some unfortunate things that are going on in their life and in their health. And so if you are in a place to where nothing is going on with you like that, you should be thankful. You should be happy. I would propose that you be thankful for that. Be thankful that you can breathe, that you can see, that you can get up in the morning. If you didn't have a headache this morning, be thankful for that. So it's an awesome feeling to know that you have life and life more abundantly. I'm so excited. Every Thursday, you know, we are here on Krev Couch, and it's sponsored by Standard Mag, where Standard Mag, the digital magazine, is the voice of the culture and the encouragement to the entrepreneur. And I also understand the voice of the culture is awesome. I'm so happy about that. The company is actually really doing some great things as well. So you'll be seeing a lot of things unveiled. And also we have our sponsors of KR3 & Co Enterprises, where they help businesses grow and grow securely. We also have Lit Chat. So listen, where now your words have fire. We are excited because we got the great Dr. LaTronica Fisher here this week again. And we're going to be talking about today, very intentional with our conversations, because it's important that you know that your health is your wealth. Your health is your wealth. You can have all the money in the world, but if your health is trash, then the wealth that you have means nothing. Today, we're going to be talking about gut health. We're going to be talking about the digestive tract and how, some signs that show what's going on with your health and that your gut health is deteriorating and falling short. And also, we're going to be wrapping up with her on how, connecting with her, going through the program that she has also been introducing, will be able to help maintain your health. So after our introduction to the show, we'll be coming back with the great Dr. LaTronica Fisher. It is happening today on the couch, Krev Couch.
Throughout life, one may feel he or she hasn't been heard, seen, or no one is listening. However, look up, don't fret. There is a place for you.
Processing.
Greetings.
Access granted.
Welcome to the couch, Krev Couch.
It does not say whether you're bad or good, but it is a measurement.
Every single time you go to that bathroom and you got a stream of urine flowing out, you need to be saying, praise God.
Wow.
Because that's a sign that your kidney is getting better.
Like during that time when it was a fraction of a penny, and then you held it until today, you're a multi-millionaire.
Great. And as a result of this next conference, I am going to have a number of events following the conference.
Okay, I got you.
Nobody else. Willing to open the book.
To get this knowledge that you have, you gave up a lot of personal time with family.
It's less than $40 for both.
Wow.
And I have it in a variety of colors.
I take every moment as it is. I've learned to be where my feet are.
Doctor, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Fantastic. I'm doing awesome. It's always
Great.
great. I was just telling you, we just got a little bit of rain going on here, but I like those days when it rains because
Absolutely.
I always have my little laundry list of things I have to get done. And so those are the days that makes it warm and fuzzy to just get them done.
Absolutely. I love the rain as well. I do love the rain as well, and a real relaxing day.
It
I
is.
definitely love it. So how's the week been? I know you've been getting a lot of reviews and conversations on the rewards program. How's the week been going?
Oh yeah, it's been going great. We've gotten a really great response with people wanting to be a part of the wellness program, just because it offers such great benefits in terms of just keeping your immune system up and being able to check your body, make sure everything is good. Because there's so much hype and fear on the news and on the media that we just have to be proactive about our lives.
Yes,
Right?
you have
That
to.
way it eliminates that fear if you just, instead of you just sitting and watching TV, be proactive about your life, and
Mhm.
then you can mitigate that fear that just
Yeah.
keeps creeping up.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's just very important to really do that. I'm glad that you're getting a great response in your program,
Mhm.
and people are really being a little bit more conscious about their health. It is very
Mhm.
important to do so nowadays. No one is going to give you anything. So you got to know you got to take care and take control of your life, because if your health is trash, then the wealth that you obtain means nothing.
That's the
So,
truth.
because it takes you to be healthy to spend all this money, so you got to be able to
That's
get it
that's
out.
that's just the truth. I was telling a friend last night. I was talking to him and his wife on the phone last night, and I told him, I said, "Man, I just got to keep thriving because I just don't want to eat Vienna sausages when I
Mm.
get up in age, and I don't want to eat pork and beans and beanie weenies out of a can." I said, "I want good food. I want good food. So that just means we have to get up and we got to be purposeful in what we do every day. And
Every day.
every day. And now is the time to do it when you're young. You don't want to wait till you get up in age and then figure these things out. You got to plug in now.
Got to plug in now, and that's like people doing life insurance. People wait until they get older to get life insurance,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not the ideal time, because the time to get life insurance is when you're young and nothing has
Yes.
happened to you.
Yes.
And
Yeah. And
so,
got a
and
good price locked in at a good price.
get locked in at a good price, and then at the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day, then you don't become such a liability. And see, if you don't take care of your health, you become a liability to other people.
Yes.
And so then the doctors or medications can take advantage of your wallet now. And
Mm-hmm.
so now you're forcing yourself to position yourself to depend on something synthetic,
Right.
versus what you could have done before your body got so adjacent to and adjusted to what's going on with the medicine. So I'm so happy to have you here. And so
Absolutely. And I'm
today,
always so happy to be here.
absolutely. So we
Yeah.
today for a few minutes are going to talk about gut health. So
Mm-hmm.
tell before
Mm-hmm.
we get into the significant question, how important is it to have good gut health? You know,
Oh boy. If people really, really understood the importance of our tummy
Mm,
and how it affects every element of our body, then we will understand how to better take care of our gut.
mm,
You see, so we have people who struggle with so many different diseases and so many different elements and don't even realize it's because now we have that extra padding in the midsection.
mm, mm,
So if you experience extra padding in the midsection, that means you have gut problems.
mm,
And
mm.
when you have gut problems, boy, it takes time to really get that epithelial layer of those guts back to health and to get them nurtured and to get them well again. So
Wow.
your gut is basically what I tell people, your second brain.
Oh, wow. Wow.
That is your second brain. And
Wow.
honestly, I think it's the first.
Okay. Okay. Why would you think that? Just tell me that. Why you think that?
Because everything travels in and out of it.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Everything. Even if you say, for instance, Carrie, if you are feeling stuck or
Mm,
stagnant, Or maybe you're in a relationship you don't want to be in, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
maybe you living somewhere you don't want to live. Do you know all of that resides in the gut?
Oh, wow. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
Wow.
connected to the gut. That
Wow.
fear, that stagnant, that procrastination. And so when the gut becomes stagnant in the mind, then guess what? It slows down motility.
Mm.
So they're
Wow.
very much connected to so many different elements of the body.
Wow, that is
Mhm.
amazing. So,
Mhm.
all right, so and now I've heard that a lot of major diseases starts formulating from the gut, like
Mhm.
from your practice and being a doctor and understanding that. How accurate is that?
That's extremely accurate. And I think I've talked about this once before is that, when you start experiencing low hydrochloric acid in the stomach, you
Hmm.
start to develop things, such as asthma, diabetes,
Wow.
osteoporosis. And this is
Wow.
why a lot of women who have bone health problems is because they have low acid in the stomach. So
Mm.
that's why I automatically put them on digestive and HCL because of the simple fact they're experiencing low bone health, also arthritis, also eczema. And eczema, I was a clear example of eczema. I
Oh,
am
wow.
a living witness that at 46, I was 44, I developed eczema, and I just knew it couldn't possibly have been eczema because I'd never had it as a child.
Mm.
But I know growing up as a kid, your parents feed you out of convenience, right?
Hmm.
Then that's what you learn. So in your 20s, you're still eating out of convenience. Now you're going to college, you have your own kids, you're eating out of convenience. You don't get away with eating like that and think that eventually nothing's going to happen to you once you get into your 40s and your 50s. It catches up with you because the destruction has been done. So
Mm.
I had developed eczema for about 3 years, and it took me a while to really overcome it because I refused to use steroids. But all of that was a result of poor gut health. My gut
Wow.
had basically created a hole in it from eating processed food, maybe eating cookies,
Mm.
drive-throughs. Wendy's was one of my favorite. That hot and spicy sandwich with that frosty with that was my meal. I tell you, that
Wow.
was like my go-to. And so
Wow.
all of that, it eventually caught up with me and started creating a lot of issues with my stomach. So next thing you know, my arms start breaking out, my legs, I mean, my face, my chest, everything. And I was like, what is going on? And people, and then you go to the doctor and they tell you, oh, you've lost a layer of your skin. And I'm just like, okay, that's hogwash. You lost a layer of your skin. And I'm like, okay, that's crazy. I had to do some research and realize it was low pH in the stomach. So that's why I'm always on a rampage, and I always tell people I declare war on gut, because you're talking about from thyroid problems to herpes to gallbladder disease to diabetes to psoriasis. All of those are signs of poor hydrochloric acid in the gut.
Wow, that is
Mhm.
wow. So a lot of these mainframe diseases can also now. What about diabetes? Diabetes can
Mhm.
develop from gut health.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know why? Because once you start to increase that padding in the midsection, remember it's sitting on the pancreas. So imagine if an elephant is sitting on you, you think you could get up and do anything?
No, not at all.
No. So that's what's happening with the pancreas. You have all of this fatty tissue and this excess sugar sitting on top of the pancreas. And the pancreas is a really little guy. If you've ever seen, if you've ever seen what the pancreas look like, he's a really little guy. And so when you go and you sit all of this excess on top of it, it can't squirt out the insulin the way it's supposed to. So now where's all the sugar just running around in the blood? And this is how we end up having to have amputations, which I call traveling amputations, where they start with your toes and then go up to your foot and then your ankle and then your lower leg. This is how traveling amputation happens. You start to experience poor microcirculation in the body.
Wow.
And all of it stems from just poor gut health. So that's why when people have, diabetes, high blood pressure, bone health issues, I always start with digesting their gut.
Wow. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That is amazing. That is definitely an amazing conversation here. I know next week when we come back, we'll be talking about diabetes. But today it's important to understand gut health. So when we come back, we're going to take a brief break. We're going to get some word from our sponsors. I want to ask you, we want to know what are some signs. We want to know some signs of deteriorating gut health.
Okay.
And at that point, we can also segue into how you, Dr. LaTronica, and the Road to Wellness program, the loyalty program, can actually help us maintain a better health sensation and also how to better formulate a better gut health. So again, thank you so much. We'll be right back. We're going to take a look at some of our sponsors, and then we'll be right back with our couch talk. Be right back.
Life is filled with many unexpectancies. If something happened to you today, heart attack, cancer, stroke, or diagnosed with anything terminal, are you prepared for what's next? Only 1 out of 4 to 5 Americans have considered that life is unexpected, uncertain, and has some uncontrollable risk. Are you that 4 to 5 that hasn't taken action yet? Call right now for your free quote. Tomorrow's not promised. The protection of your legacy depends on what choice you make in this moment. Call right now. Chat. Now your words have fire.
I'm the author of the book Knowing, an award-winning book I'm so excited to share. It does help people achieve their own intuition and understand a lot about what is intuition and how it works. I would love to help you or your group in any way that I can. I do offer classes and public engagements to share whatever aspect of spirituality or intuition that you would like me to talk on.
Now, as being a holistic doctor, what are maybe one little trinket of information that you can give us on how to make sure that we stay connected to our health in the time of a pandemic?
We need to be drinking water and exercising.
Okay.
That's the best thing I can tell people. If they don't want to do anything and they don't want to pay for anything, you must be exercising. It's not negotiable anymore.
Gotcha.
It's not negotiable anymore because exercising is what helps balance the hormones. It helps detox the body. It helps improve circulation. It's the best way to continue to build bones. It's the best way to help build your immune system. So that's the one token you can do to help improve your system while we're dealing with this virus. And you must drink water. And the water does not need to have sugar or additives. And water does not mean alcohol, juices, Kool-Aid. You know how growing up we used to have that red Kool-Aid.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Does not include any of that. It's just water.
And we're back with the great Dr. LaTronica Fisher. Thank you so much again for just being a part. And again, great kudos to you on the new reward program that's going up. My mom is a part of this program.
Yes,
and she's
yes.
given me some testimonials on how she's been feeling better. Her
Good.
gut health has been feeling better, and she's been able to position herself to walk a little bit more freer based on the
Good.
regimen that you've positioned her to be
Good.
on. So I'm
Good.
definitely thankful for that. And so we did wanted to talk on, want to start wrapping up in just a second. Want to talk, what are some signs that the gut is actually failing? What are some signs that we need to be kind of paying attention to?
So, real classic bloating. You
Okay.
know, when people start having that extra bloating in their midsection,
Mm-hmm.
breakouts, skin breakouts. You know,
Mm,
when you start to have acne, those are toxins trying to get out of the body, but they're
mm,
coming out through the skin.
mm,
Okay. Also, a lot, real gassy, you
mm,
know, just a lot of flatulence and just, you know, just rubbing your stomach because you just feel a little queasy.
mm.
Indigestion would be
Okay.
one. Also, bad breath, you
Mm,
know, that's another one that tells you that you're not digesting properly.
okay.
Allergies and skin rashes.
Mm.
Hmm.
Wow.
That's the body's way of trying to get rid of things, itching, you know, diarrhea. Those
Mm.
are all definitely some signs that you're having some challenges with gut health.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then, like we were talking about earlier, when you know you're diagnosed with having some bone issues, having some issues with the blood pressure and diabetes, those are all now. Once you reach that point, you're in the late stages of digestive problems. So just keep that in
Wow.
mind for those who are already on medications. Then you know that your gut has become an issue. And remember, the body just requires certain things in order for it to be able to break down and absorb, like protein and calcium and B12. But, you know, being anemic, you know, I find that a lot of women lately have been anemic. That's another issue of dealing with digestive challenges as well as candida and yeast problems.
I was going to ask you about yeast. When the yeast
Oh,
starts
yeah.
showing up in the skin,
Yes,
and
yeah,
that's
on the tongue and, you
okay.
know, and just different places. And being tired and fatigue is another big one that people don't think about.
Ooh.
When I find that, you know, people get off from work, they go home, they eat, they sit in front of the TV and they just get the remote and just start flipping through channels, right?
Yep.
Until your wife or husband say, "Up, it's time to go to bed, honey." You go to bed, you get up the next day, you
Do
start
it
all
all
over
again.
again, you go to work, you come home, you eat your dinner, you get the remote control and start flipping channels again. And then by the time you get to the end of life, you're like, where did my life go? But that's a digestive issue too.
Wow. But the funny thing is that that's a typical day for a lot of people. And they don't realize a lot of times people don't realize that your time and your energy is going into eating and looking at television. And we're not constructing discipline and not really eating right or appropriately in order to have a long,
To
legit
have more
life.
energy.
Yeah, to have more
To have more
energy.
energy to do
Yep.
more things because you're more than just going to work for 8 hours and then coming home. It's like, okay, I went to work for 8 hours. Okay, now I could just eat and sit in front of the TV the rest of the day because I did what I was supposed to do. But
Wow.
but
Wow.
God has put such a big purpose in all of us. That's not all you're supposed to be doing. There's
Wow.
so much more in you. And I always tell people, it's not that you're competing with somebody else, you're competing with yourself. So you always ask yourself, could I be doing more? Could I be
Mm,
doing more? And if I'm not, why am I not doing more? So if energy is an issue and you feel like, when I get off from work, I just want to sit down and watch TV, it could be what you're eating, because remember, food is energy.
yep, it is. Wow.
Food
It
is
is.
energy. So
It
if you're
is.
eating energy, I'm probably not one to sit down and watch TV. When I get home, the only time I may watch TV is when I'm getting ready to eat my dinner. I might sit down and eat while I'm watching dinner. And then after that, the tube goes off and I'm like, okay, what book I need to read? What
Mm,
assignment I need to work on? What agenda I need to be working on? Am I completing my task list? You just got to get moving. And so if
mm.
that energy is an issue, then your gut is the first place we want to look at.
Wow, I love that. I love that. Oh my God. So now with understanding these issues, understanding these things that can actually that shows or the signs that shows a gut issues is a problem and your gut issues is arising and things are deteriorating. So you as a doctor, what are some of the things that we have available right now? What do you have going on right now, brewing for some of the ones that are just popping on, and also those that will look at the replay? Now, what are some of the what do you have available right now that can help maintain that health?
So, and that's a wonderful question. And what I want to do is I want to recap on what some people are already probably taking that's so important, because if you've gone to the doctor with some of these challenges and they put you on things like Nexium and Zantac and Protonics, and you're taking over-the-counter Tums, these are all the things that you want to be considering that, yes, okay, I'm having gut issues. That is traditional medicine. I am an alternative natural health practitioner, which means that everything we recommend or supply is going to be a natural plant source, no animal glandulars. Why? We are botanicals. We are not made out of animals. You see, we shouldn't consume animals. So you want to look at something natural. So what I usually will recommend when there's digestive issues, and we've had really, really great success with this, is that you want to make sure that you are consuming some things for your digestive system. And what digestive enzymes are for your system is they break down carbohydrates, they break down fat, they break down protein, and they break down dairy.
Okay. Oh, that
Those are
sounds
the
great.
4 things you want to make sure that your body's breaking down. And the way they work is you take them before you eat. They go into the stomach. They break things down once the food comes down. And then what we do is we put a little bit of HCl on the back end, which burns it all up and send it to the back door.
Wow.
And that's
Wow.
how we want food to operate. We want it to go in and out, in and out. What happens if it doesn't go in and out, it sits. So then if it sits, then it sits, and then it sits, and then it sits. And this is how that stomach starts expanding. And we get that
Wow.
extra padding in the midsection, because that means it has sat too long. So when it sits too long, Carrie, guess what's going to start happening? It's going to start putrefying, fermenting, rotting. And that's how we end up with like colon cancer. Okay. That's how we end up with IBS. That's how we end up with Crohn's. That's how we end up with gastritis. All because the food has sat too long and your gut did not digest it and break it down efficiently enough. So when the food sits too long, if you leave food out on the counter for 5 days, what's going to happen? It's
It
just sitting
starts to
there.
mold. Yeah.
So imagine that if it's doing that in your gut.
Wow.
So it's going to throw problems into your body, causing all these chronic diseases.
Wow.
And that's what's happening. It's sitting in your stomach doing exactly what it would be doing if it sat a week on your cabinet.
Wow. So everything is relative. So if it's doing it like this on the cabinet, on the counter, and you eat these same foods, and if it doesn't process or digest and it doesn't leave the back door, it's doing the same thing that it would before you eat it.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. Wow, man. Wow. So tell us what program you got in place right now for us that we can actually help alleviate this.
So right now we have our immunity wellness program. And right now everyone should really, really be looking at how you're taking care of your health. And so we offer a program to where we can help you to optimize your immune system, optimize your digestive system, optimize, just your overall health. All you have to do is just reach out to us, give us a call. We offer a free phone consultation. It doesn't cost you a dime to find out what's going on with your health, where you are, and what is recommended in order for you to improve your health, guys. We only have one life, and it should not be on the national statistics number 7 a priority for us. It's funny, our number 1 priority is fixing our credit. That should not be the case. Our number 1 priority should be our health, because even if you fix your credit and get all the things you want, you won't be able to enjoy it if you don't have your health.
That is so true.
You should be number 1. You should be number one. The person looking in the mirror, the man in the mirror, you should be number one. And so, if you know there's always the opportunity to improve your health, then why not take advantage of that? What is it I could be doing, Dr. Fisher, to improve my health? This is what I'm doing. This is what I got going on. This is what medications I'm taking. How can I move some things around, rearrange some things, get rid of some things just to get to the next level? Because what you do now is going to determine how your health is in 5 years.
Yep.
If your health is failing in 5 years, that means 5 years prior to that, it wasn't a priority. Because your
Wow.
health should not be failing in 5 years unless you've chosen to do nothing now.
Wow, that is so amazing. So before we wrap up real quick, so tell me this, talk to us a little bit about the loyalty program and what are we expecting? You know, what comes with it? I know they will have to call for like the understanding, like the medications or the regimens and the vitamins you have, but what are some of the activities that you're going to instruct with us? Like the Quest test. So we're looking at that. We're looking at a couple other things. Is that correct?
Right. Yes. The Quest test is a part of the wellness program. And just for those who don't remember what that Quest machine look like, this is what the Quest looks like. And what people do is that if they're here locally, they can come in and you just hold the sensor, or you send us samples and we basically place your samples on top of this machine. And that's how we're able to determine your health status. What are some of the challenges that you're having, as well as how to customize a program to help improve your health. So say, for instance, if someone is having issues with skin breakouts or rashes, and we know a lot of it is gut health, but if I scan your body, my test might tell me you have parasites. You have yeast, you have candida. If you eat meat, seafood, you probably have parasites. So those are the things that's extremely valuable when you're able to test using the Quest. So we offer the Quest test with a nutritional consult, as well as a nutritional plan, as well as an immunity drip, as well as an ozone drip. You also get your immunity essential oils, which we like to use to just help boost your immune system, so that it's not too taxing on you. You basically just drop them in your mouth or in a little bit of water, and it just helps regenerate your cells. You also get invited to Zoom calls, group Zoom calls, where we will text you to let you know that we're getting ready to have a Zoom call. Jump on the call so you can get training on how to improve your health, just using some of your oils that we sent out to you, as well as you get a discount on any nutritional supplements that you purchase from us when you're in the program. And then there's a 6-month strategy call, whereas we talk to you and just kind of make sure we're clear on what your goals are so we can help you achieve that.
That's awesome. That is awesome and amazing. I'm definitely excited. Again, my mom is on the program and she's already had some testimonies to me about how she's been feeling and how she's have her walk is a bit more freer. And how she's been feeling, you know, in her gut health and been feeling better. And I'm thankful that you position yourself to really kind of help her, talk to her and kind of identify some things that she could change a bit. You know, being used to being on one regimen for a period of years, of course, you're going to be a little bit nervous sometimes transitioning. But when you're on the other side of that fear, is the most blissful thing in the world, and that's freedom. So my mom had to admit that she's been feeling better. Her gut health has been feeling better. And it's just an awesome thing to just really see the real life process happening right in front of you. So before we wrap, I want to thank you again, just being available, Doc, this week. And so everybody, please contact Dr. LaTronica Fisher. I want you guys to understand that she has a free consultation that you can reach her at 713-520-8188. The staff is awesome. They're a huge reflection of her personality. And they're very patient. They make sure that they get the message to her. So I want you guys to reach out to her. Follow her on the website, Dr. Fisher, road2wellness.com. Also, I need you guys to follow her on LinkedIn, Dr. Fisher, Road to Wellness, Instagram, Dr. Fisher, R2W, and also on Facebook, Dr. Fisher, Road to Wellness. Listen, Doctor, before we go, is there anything else you will care to share before we get out of here?
I just want to share with them a reminder that your health is your wealth. And if you know, and at this time and this junction in our life, everyone should be focused on how can I improve my health. And we improved this program. We promote this program because we want people to take advantage of improving their health so that in the next 5 years, you can be in a place of just ecstasy, just loving life, having fun, enjoying yourself, loving yourself. That's where we want you to be. And so, but the choice is yours. You know, I can preach all day long. Me and Carrie can talk every week, but the decision ultimately is up to you.
It's up to you. It's up to you. Like I always say, everybody, love life and live love. You only have one. So, Doc, we're about to close it off. So hang out with me probably 2 minutes after we close off.
Okay.
But listen, everybody, enjoy your week. Look to talk to you soon. Reach out to the doctor, please. You get a free 15-minute consultation. And make sure that you reach out because your health is your wealth. And if your health is trash, then your wealth means nothing. So
Absolutely.
we'll talk to you guys soon.
I always tell myself this, Carrie, if it's got to be, it's up to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is it. So
Mhm.
listen, you guys be safe and take care of your life and your health. And we'll see you next week.
Awesome.